In the vast realm of Greek mythology, where gods and mortals dance on the precipice of fate, there exists a tale that transcends the ages. A tale of a king, a golden touch, and the unforeseen consequences of greed. In the sun-drenched realm of Phrygia, there lived a king whose name became synonymous with both wealth and folly, King Midas. His story begins with a chance encounter in his opulent palace gardens. After a strong night of too much drinking, Dionysus, the god of wine and revelry, wandered the mortal realm in search of his dear friend and companion, Silenus, a wise and drunken satyr known for his prophetic ramblings. Lost and disorientated from too many bottles of wine, Silenus stumbled into the lush gardens of King Midas. Midas, recognizing the sage as a follower of the god, welcomed him with open arms, showering him with the finest food and drink his kingdom had to offer. For 10 days and nights they feasted and revelled in each other's company, the halls of the palace filled with the sounds of merriment and song. After many days of searching, Dionysus discovered Silenus had made camp in Midas' palace and went to search him out. "Ah, Silenus, old friend," Dionysus exclaimed as he found his companion in the midst of Midas' domain. "You found yourself in quite the predicament, I see," he said, trying to stifle the laughter that bellows from one's chest when old friends meet. Impressed by Midas' generosity, Dionysus appeared before the king, a twinkle in his eye and mischief in his heart. "For your kindness to my friend, I offer you a blessing, King Midas. Anything your heart desires shall be yours." Midas' eyes gleamed as he pondered his wish. "I wish," he began, his voice filled with longing, "that everything I touch shall turn to gold." Dionysus hesitated, a shadow crossing his features. "Are you sure, King Midas? Such power comes with great risk." But Midas was undeterred, his mind consumed by visions of endless riches. "I am sure," he declared, his voice unwavering. "With such a gift, I shall be the wealthiest man in all the land." Reluctantly, Dionysus granted the king's wish, his heart heavy with foreboding. "You must go home and bathe in a vat of your finest wine," Dionysus said, "and when you awake, you will not be the same man as the one who went to sleep." As the first light of dawn broke over the horizon, Midas awoke to find his chamber bathed in a golden glow. Wary at first, but eager to test his newfound power, he reached out to touch a nearby trinket, and to his amazement, it turned to gold beneath his fingertips. With each touch, Midas' joy grew, his palace transformed into a gilded wonderland where even the air seemed to shiver with the promise of wealth. But soon, his delight turned to despair as he realised the true cost of his wish. Tired and hungry from turning his palace into a gilded treasure trove, King Midas went to pluck an apple from a tree he had turned into gold, but when he went to bite the fruit, it turned to gold in his mouth, nearly shattering his teeth. His daughter, hearing him crying out in pain, ran into the room to console her father and gently placed her hand on the king's shoulder. But as the king turned to greet her, to his horror, he saw she had been turned into a gold-plated statue, frozen in place. In anguish, Midas fell to his knees, tears streaming down his face as he begged for release from the curse that had befallen him. "Please, Dionysus," he cried, his voice filled with sorrow, "take back this gift of gold, for it has brought me naught but pain." Moved by the king's plight, Dionysus took pity on him, his heart softened by the sight of Midas' grief. "Wash yourself in the waters of the river Patroclus," he instructed, his voice gentle yet firm. "There you shall find redemption." With a heavy heart, Midas journeyed to the river's edge, the golden sand shimmering beneath his feet. As he plunged his hands into the cool waters, he felt the weight of his burden begin to lift, the golden curse washing away with each passing moment. Fleetingly, he saw the last touch of gold shimmer from the end of his fingertips before meandering down the river. And so, King Midas emerged from the river, his skin no longer tainted by the curse of gold, but a deep-rooted fear remained in his heart. Would he ever be able to forgive himself if his daughter still remained a statue? Cautiously, he returned home, indiscriminately urging himself onwards. As he rounded the final mountain path leading towards his palatial home, the sound of laughter rang through the air. His ears pricked up. He could not be certain, but he was sure it sounded like a young girl's. Picking up his feet as fast as they would carry him, he ran into the courtyard to find his daughter playing with her mother. Looking down at his daughter, he saw that her hair was maybe a little more golden than it had been before, but she was alive and well. King Midas rejoiced, for his palace had been returned to normal. And so, King Midas, once the wealthiest man in all the land, became a cautionary tale, his name synonymous with both greed and humility. Yet in the end, it was not wealth or power that brought him true happiness, but the simple joys of life. Hey wait, before you go, if you've made it this far, please don't forget to like and subscribe, it really helps the channel out. Thank you.